I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we. So let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sunset's on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm sunny.
Okay, g'day folks, and thanks for joining. So these tests are just for me really. I like to do this every time I get a new camera, just compare picture profiles. So they're not scientific, but I was trying to make it consistent, and in this case they're all cloudy white balance across all these shots. So that's just with the normal Sony LUT, the standard S-Log Cine Gamut 3 to Rec 709 that comes with Sony, and then a quick color balance. You can see the one in the middle is a bit green, and the A7S III is a bit more magenta. So I'll have to keep that in mind. I like how the A7 III performed actually, even though that's an 8-bit. Okay, and last test is just with the picture profile turned off. And once again, cloudy white balance across all, so it might be a bit warm. So you can see already that the A7 IV is again, once again, it's a bit more green than the A7S III, which is a bit more magenta. And if we just clean this up for white balance, and so I copied and pasted the, I think I did a white balance on the shot on the right there, A7S III, and just copied it across. So looking at that, it's still a little bit more green in the middle, in the A7 IV. But overall, pretty happy with the results. I can see already there's the blacks are more black on the A7 III. So yeah, I like to do these tests just for me. Whenever I get a camera that's new, and to be honest, I hadn't done that. I've had the A7 IV for a couple of months, and I have forgotten to do these tests, and I thought, well, I might as well do it online. We'll put my results that I had online. Okay, so if we go back through the video, so this is PP off. The sun is setting, but I still had this on, I remember I had this on cloudy white balance. So on the right here, especially with the A7S III, that's why that's a bit more warm. But I think this is quite consistent with colors, don't you think? I'm surprised the A7 III stood up so well, actually. Because it could be just this shot, but I know with picture profile off that there is a little bit more improvement in the color science of the A7 IV and A7S III. So if I jump over to Cinetone, obviously the A7 IV is Cinetone and A7S is Cinetone, but the A7 III was those fake Cinetone settings that went around a little while ago, and I'll put a link for that down below if you still have the A7 III and you want to use the fake Cinetone settings. So now it actually is cloudy, so the white balance is a bit more accurate than this last shot. But yeah, I was just trying to keep it the same. And I thought the clouds would stay for the whole shoot, and it didn't. So that's annoying, I didn't want to change. But looking at the shots again, pretty consistent for S Cine tone. Black levels as well. This is all, you know, changeable on the camera profile, of course, but this is just how it is out of the box, or at least on my camera, which I didn't touch much. Now, this is my go-to wedding picture profile. It's Cine 2 with movie colors, and I used it a lot on the A7 III, and I tweaked it using some phase, and probably I touched, if I remember now, so this reminded me, I did lower the black point, so you can see this shirt's a bit more darker than the other two. And this is why I do these tests. I still like these colors, but I can see the A7 IV is once again going towards more green, and the A7S III is heading towards magenta. And that's fixable. Like, I'll just punch that one down, you know, towards green, so -1 or -2, and that can be +1 or +2 in the phase. And I will lower the black point. So I'm glad I did this test. Like, I can see those colors are a bit warm too, but that's all right. That's more the white balance than anything else. And lastly, S-Log went with Sony's regular S-Log 3 to Rec 709 LUT. Pretty consistent. I may have just exposed the S-Log 3 on the A7 IV a bit better, that's all. But in terms of colors, I think they're quite similar. So that's good to know. You can see it, once again, a tinge of green, and this is more magenta. So that's, at least it's consistent across these two cameras. And this could just be copy variance, but this is obviously only what I'm getting. So, you know, maybe it's copy variance, maybe it's true across all Sony bodies. So here's a mistake in white balance. I think I've kept it still on cloudy, and the sun definitely came out here. So that's why it's very warm. And so yeah, this is my go-to picture profile for weddings, and I can tell it is heading towards very warm and magenta, so I'll address that. And the other thing I noticed actually is turning all the sharpness down really helps picture profile off, and you'd want to do that with your filming simulations when you do S-Log. But I have my sharpness turned down on this as well, and you may not be able to tell, because this is just 4K, it looks actually pretty good. But I noticed in my project, it was very soft, so I might actually add some sharpening to this. So that's just the Cine 2, sorry, on A7 IV by itself. Okay, once again, cloudy. So this is very consistent, isn't it? It's more green on the A7 IV, more magenta on the A7S III. And jumping over here, it's similar again, a little bit more green on the A7 IV. Interesting. So yeah, I'll fix that on my picture profiles and have them, and get them to the point where I was happy, as happy as I was with the A7 III. And now, for this test, I just wanted to actually show the active stabe. So check this out. This is just handheld, with active stabe turned on. And they both perform really well, the A7 IV and the A7S III. So this is out to 24 mils on the 24 to 105. Handheld. And once you get your position, you know, put it up to your eye and just try to stay still. It's pretty stable. Like, that's 105 handheld, and then back out to 124. And that's it. I think that's all I did for this test, and then we're back to my ugly mug. But yeah, I do like to do these tests of just the picture profiles that I use. I'm not going to make an exhaustive video, and that'll also be too long. And that will do for this vid. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.